All right, Mr. Neve, thank you so much for being here with me today. You have this is kind of your baby, this whole setup and this whole day. So you kind of just had this thought and you're like, there's a need for this. So let's get this going. How has it kind of transformed since then?
4 years ago, we just thought that we had to get schools involved more and show them what's construction all about. Too many people think it's just a couple of aspects of construction, but construction's a huge industry. And we just seen the need. The workforce has been in the news, how everybody's short workers, but we had seen that 4 years ago. We knew that this was going to be a problem. And so we started this construction career day here at Staab Construction, and we invite a lot of local contractors to attend to show their skills, heating, ventilating, plumbing, all the different trades. So it's been really good.
Yeah, and you have a great group of kids here. They're going around, as we're speaking right now, they're going around and learning from each different one. And it's just a really cool event. You're saying that you're proud of how far it's come, but you're looking for it to go even further. You'd love to get more schools in here and just kind of expand that and keep it going forward.
Yes, right. Today we have 5 schools participating, and we would certainly like to get a few more of the area schools to join us, and so the kids can see what it's all about and hear from the professionals themselves.
I love how you said you saw that the workplace needed, there were short workers and they needed this. So you went right down to kind of the bottom, the kids that are like 15 and 16 who are still thinking about these things. So your thought was not, oh, we need to recruit, these other, middle 20 age or 30s or whatever. You're like, we need to go to the younger kids and get that in their head, like now, that this is an awesome career.
Yes, it's one thing that we need parents to understand, that don't push your kids away from this, because it's a great career. And 50%, a statistic, 50% of the kids that enter a 4-year program do not complete it. Wow. Which means, what do they do now? Mm-hmm. They weren't thinking anything else but going to college. And so hopefully we can save them an expense. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they can find a career they enjoy. They can work with their hands. They can be outside a lot of the times, which is what a lot of people enjoy. And it's one of those things that's self-fulfilling. Mm-hmm. I always look at individuals who have to call the repairman or call somebody else to build this for me. So it's not just the money that you make every week, it's the money you save because you understand how to fix things and build them yourself.
Yeah, and you talk about, the carpenter and the plumber and all this other stuff, but then there's architecture, there's engineering, these other things like that, and these are all part of that aspect, correct?
Correct. Everything we touch in life, somebody built or created or designed.
That's beautiful.
And it's what people don't think about. You go to the hospital and you think you need to see the doctor. Well, if there was nobody that built that hospital, you wouldn't have you couldn't see the doctor. Yeah. So it's all of these things that we use, tools every day that somebody created, and it's one of those things that we need people to do that.
Yeah, and it's also one of those careers, I know you guys are trying to move towards the fact that this is a career area where you can really move up and you can keep making more money, and you can make a decent amount of money as well doing it.
It's a great living.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that you can't import. There's so many things that we can go to the store and buy. Mm-hmm. Having somebody build you something, you can't buy that on a container ship. Your house doesn't come on a container ship in most instances. You're not going to get the electricity to come through a line from a container ship. So that's a trade that's always going to be there. It's always going to be needed.
Yeah, that's so cool. What is something that you're looking for from these kids today? What are, when you're looking at apprenticeships and just getting these kids involved, what are you looking for in a young 16-year-old?
Well, we're hoping that they consider a trade, that they go back to their schools and they ask about youth apprenticeship. That'd be the first thing, is to ask about a youth apprenticeship program, because right now the bridging between youth apprenticeship and full adult apprenticeship has been connected. It's been years in the making, but it's been connected. So anybody that's a sophomore, junior, senior can get into a YA program and then take that, and when they complete school, they can get into a full apprenticeship, adult apprenticeship, and get credit for that time that's already been served, which just leapfrogs them in life ahead. We've got somebody here that's speaking, that's doing this now, and he's going to be done with basically his career education in 3 years, mm-hmm. compared to somebody else that may take 4 or more. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's such a good opportunity. Thank you so much for all you've done and for setting this up. It's been a great day.
Well, thanks for being here, and hopefully we see you again.
All right, we're here with Cole today. And Cole, you have been a part of this program before, and it has really paid off big time for you. So you did an apprenticeship when you were in high school, and now that you're out of high school, you've kind of taken it to the next level, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So tell us about how you got started and with your high school apprenticeship and how it's transferred over into, post-high school.
Well, I did a youth apprenticeship my senior year of high school, and then I continued to work for Ellis Construction. And the committee decided that everything could count towards my adult apprenticeship, so I got a year head start on my adult apprenticeship just by working in high school.
So you got credit and you also got paid, which those are two pretty awesome things to get at the same time, correct?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. What kind of things did you do when at your high school apprenticeship? You said you did a whole bunch of different things, but just give us kind of a brief outline of some of the stuff you got to do.
Well, with anything, you will do some demo work, a little bit of finished carpentry, steel erection, and then I've also been learning how to finish concrete lately. So,
what's your favorite?
I'd say the finish work.
You like the finish better than the demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So you're here today and you're going to be talking to some of these kids and just telling them how great the program is and maybe just opening their eyes to how much they can gain from it, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I would suggest it to anyone, even if you're not going into the construction field. The youth apprenticeship is actually a very great thing. I'd suggest it to anyone. All
right, Cole. So job fairs and events like this can kind of really help kids see what the industry will be like, and there's a lot of different things going on here. What do you think events like this, kids who are maybe not sure, what kind of doors can this open for them to come to these events where there's just a lot of things to choose from and a lot of things to pick from, and it just opens their eyes to it?
Well, the great thing about events like this is there are several different booths with different trades, so then you can go from one booth, hear what they have to say, go to the next, see what they say and maybe offer, and then you can kind of decide which one you maybe want to do or if you don't want to do any at all.
Yeah, you can kind of check out what element you want to do. We have plumbing, we have building, we have all sorts of things going on here. When you first got into this, which one did you see yourself going into, and have you changed your mind some after trying it out?
Well, I decided I want to do construction, and I haven't really changed my mind so far. I just like being able to see my progress at the end of the day. I don't foresee changing my mind either.
I love that. Thanks, Cole. All right, I'm here with Jeff now, and we are standing behind a really cool, I'm going to call it a video game, but it's not a video game. Tell us what it is, Jeff.
So it's a heavy operating equipment simulator, and so this is the tower crane portion of that. We also have 5 other different versions of it, but this is what the students are going to get a little taste of today. And it's a great piece of equipment. It gives them just a little flavor of understanding the industry and operating equipment, but definitely different than what the real thing is, but at least a little flavor for now.
Yeah, they can try it out here. And we have I don't even know what you want. What are these things called?
Just the controllers. Yeah, I wish there was more sophisticated name for it.
That's what I was looking for, but I don't think there is one. But it simulates how you would control a big crane here, and it has it kind of showing here, and then there's a kind of a box here where they have to try to get it in. And you were showing it to me before, and you said it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks. And actually, obviously on the real job site, there's a lot of other factors coming into play and having people on the job site. But this just at least gives them an opportunity to see, just how sensitive the equipment is, some of the skills that are really involved in it, that it's actually a craft in operating the equipment, and that you need high-level skills to be able to do that. There's other techniques or other simulators out there that incorporate the math portion as well, so it shows that, it's more than just sitting in a piece of machinery and just working controllers. There's actually a lot of skill that's involved in it.
What are you trying to kind of get out into the kids today? They're going to come through and you're going to be speaking to them and whatnot, but what is your goal in speaking with them today? What are you really trying to get across to them?
So our goal, and we're part of the Associated General Contractors of Wisconsin, so we represent commercial contractors all across the state. And what we want to do is just expose students to the opportunities that are out there in the construction industry and talk to them about how it's a very broad industry. It's not just swinging a hammer. It's not just carpentry or equipment operating. There's a lot more to it. So all of our contractor members, they need project managers, they need architects, they need engineers. It's a big, vast industry where you can really make it your own, and you can let the field just kind of take you where you want to go. And with that, there's a lot of opportunities that you can even own your own business. And there's, very few industries where you can start off as, maybe a laborer or as an apprentice, and then end up as an owner of your own business. So it's a great industry. It's a great time to be in the industry. There's a lot of building going on. There's a lot of fun projects around the state. So we're just hoping to kind of open kids' eyes to what the industry is all about.
Yeah, that's so cool. And you're so right. It has so many different facets. What are some qualities that you look for in, these kids are obviously still young, so they're still in high school and whatnot. But what are some qualities that you look for in some of these kids that would make them, a good addition to this career path?
So really it's work ethic, having a good attitude. I mean, those are the two kind of foundational attributes that that our contractors are looking for. And then beyond that, it's going to be able to, the communication skills, the math skills, those are all going to play a role in their development over their career. But really, it's those two pieces of work ethic and attitude. That's what's going to get them going in the field.
And I feel like troubleshooting too. I got to believe that every day something different pops up, and you just have to be able to deal with it on the go and to keep the progress moving forward.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, every day is going to be a little bit different. There's going to be new challenges every day. I mean, today is -2 degrees outside, so weather elements play a role in it. The different subcontractors that you work with. So, and then, the timelines as well. So there's a lot of different factors that get thrown into play. So you have to be, pretty flexible and resourceful as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Jeff.
No problem. Thank you.
Hi there. I'm here with Mandy. Mandy, thank you so much for being here. You're here on behalf of Midstate.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do for Midstate?
I am the Apprenticeship and Work-Based Learning Coordinator at Midstate.
Okay, so you're here today and just really talking to these kids and telling them about, the internship program or the apprenticeship program there and how much this career field has to offer, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Tell us some about everything it has to offer besides being a great work, great pay, not having to go to school and take out those huge loans.
Right. Yes, there are a number of benefits for students, financial being the biggest. They're not taking on student debt, which is huge. They're making, on average, about $71,000 a year coming out of an apprenticeship. Can be higher than that in some fields. So financially, it's huge. Credential-wise, they receive a Journey Worker card, which is transferable to different contractors and different employers. They also have a pathway to an associate's degree, and they get a whole bunch of credits for free, which is great. So lots of opportunities in apprenticeship.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different offerings you guys have. I see here arborist is one of them even, which is not one I would think of.
Yeah, we're launching that next fall. So that we're very excited about that. That's a 3-year program. They'll attend in week-long blocks. They'll attend 4 weeks per year for that 3 years. And then the rest of their learning happens on the job with skilled workers. So 90% of their learning is happening on the job, 10% in the classroom with us to give that well-rounded experience.
Wow, you can't beat that. Thank you so much, Mandy.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.